Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I think it deserves a bonus update today. Obviously, Bitcoin price has rallied above resistance. Wanted to talk about a few things here, what we need to see to confirm that a low is in place and answer a few questions. So, what did we see? So we saw that Bitcoin broke today above resistance, above 27,720. It has done that, and therefore I cannot clearly call it a wave 4 anymore. So always I treat a break above resistance, above a fib resistance level, I treat that always as something sort of suspicious, something different is going on, okay? So a few people asked me, okay, are we now bullish because we broke above resistance? Well, it's not that easy. It's not as easy as that. That is where trading and analysis are distinct from each other. So where from an analysis point of view, you might think that it is actually bullish if we break above resistance. That's not always the case. As I said before, it is clear from a resistance point of view or from a structural point of view, I need to see 5 waves up above resistance to confirm that a low is in place. Better would be a 3-wave pullback afterwards. And the blue wave count is what I need to see to confirm that a low has been in place. Now, you will ask, okay, but if you confirm that, then I missed the entire rally. Well, that's true if you wait for confirmation. The thing is, this is where analysis and trading are, of course, different from each other. I always regularly emphasize that. Where from a trading point of view, I personally wouldn't wait for confirmation. Yeah, I bought, for example, down here, I didn't wait for confirmation. I bought a tranche. As I said many times, few things I said. First of all, I said that after a sell-off like that, you often see a rally. Now, that can happen straight away, or it might take a few weeks, or it might do another low and then rally. I decided to buy because of that, okay? I also decided to buy because of the daily RSI, which was significantly oversold, which we talked about in the videos here, yeah? Even though I expected another move down, as long as we are below resistance. So now I don't expect it anymore, but I still bought because I know how things can turn out in the crypto world. You just cannot confirm it from an analysis point of view. Sometimes people ask me, why do you buy if you expect it to go still lower? Well, because of days like these, yeah? I've just seen enough of this to know that this is typically how it turns out. But you can never confirm it, yeah, from an analysis point of view until you have the structure in place. So from a trading, this is where trading and analysis are different. Well, let's say the novice trader might ask, okay, is it now bullish because it broke above resistance? A more seasoned trader might rather look at reward and risk, okay, and reward and risk down here favored a long position or a spot buy position, whereas now I would actually say it favors a short position if I had to take one, which I'm not going to do. Okay, so just to highlight, even though we broke above resistance, you might now ask, okay, why is it in favor of a short position? Well, it's completely overbought now on various time frames, okay? It's just a bit fishy. And, you know, from a trading point of view, it's all about reward and risk. Whereas from an analysis point of view, it's all about structure, market structure. So I hope that distinction is clear. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions about that. But we talk about that a lot in the channel membership. By the way, if you're interested to see additional updates during the day, check out our gold membership. We are updating, especially on a day like that, in between videos all the time if things change and if some interesting developments are on the chart. Now, for this blue wave count to play out, which would now be the bullish wave count, it needs to hold above 26,430. I actually might need to adjust that. No, I don't. So this is the 61.8 retracement, and any wave 4 would need to hold this, you know. In a leading diagonal, which this would be, this needs to hold the 61.8 retracement level, or I don't trust it anymore. It can still be yellow wave 4, yes, and be aware that the daily candle hasn't closed yet. What I wanted to emphasize is the RSI on the daily time frame. I'm getting a bit concerned about after a rally like that. It's very high now. It's above 50 already. Again, that was a signal to us here. I highlighted many times. Typically, when you see the daily RSI oversold, and I made a specific video about that recently and posted it on Telegram and Discord as well. I said, when the daily RSI is oversold, I mean, in most cases historically, and it worked out again, this is a signal that things are going to turn around. I mean, maybe not immediately, maybe after another low, but you would have to expect a rally at some point that could go like, I mean, when we talk about altcoins, 30-40%, it's just something interesting, okay, that always pops up. It's one of the most reliable indicators. Probably at some point it will stop working. So again, just an example, I bought down here, and one of the reasons was because of that. Yeah, I didn't go all in or something crazy, but I bought a tranche. Yeah, basically operating like a grid bot, buying on days like these and selling on days like these. Okay, this is where analysis and trading differ. And many people don't understand that. It might take a while to get accustomed to that, but they are not the same. Where trading is analysis is all about structure, support, resistance. When can we confirm a certain wave count, structure, and so on? What are the targets? For a trader, it's all about reward and risk, purely reward and risk. So yeah, the concern I have with the RSI, because it's so high now, my concern is if we now break below the golden ratio that I just indicated to you as support, well, we might max out the yellow box or even go down lower. I've just seen some stuff like that before. The reason is if we now broke above resistance, it's too high for a reliable wave 4. I try to make that very clear. So if it's not a wave 4, it's either the blue wave count or is it green wave B? Okay, is it a B wave because it goes so high? And if it's only a 3-wave move, it could be very it could be corrective now because it goes too high for a wave 4. So if it's only a 3-wave move, it must be a corrective rally. The only corrective rally that really remains that's possible is a B wave, and that means after that we could see a C wave down, which goes down much lower. So just highlighting the concerns and just warning. I have to leave that with you to do with it what you want, that warning, but I just need to issue that warning based on what I've seen before and based on how the RSI is looking like. Now, I'm not telling you this is going to happen, but if support breaks, this is a concern I have. So that's why I'm monitoring closely if I reduce my exposure further. Okay, but I'll leave it like that. I took already some profits today. So just highlighting that. Hopefully that's helpful. Not to scare anybody, but just, again, my concern is just that if we come down, we're not going to come down just to 24K. It might just be a bit lower. So just see that based on the RSI. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I mean, it's all now about waiting to see this third wave top, which if I go to the 1 hour chart is probably could still push a little higher. Yeah, depending on, let me just see if we want to. The thing is, this has to be a diagonal, right? So from a structural point of view, to give you a subwave count, A wave, B wave, if that, maybe that even unfolded as a triangle, that B wave, right? So that's a possibility. So A, B, C, D, E, it might have, probably here. And then the challenge is now to determine a micro count, but that's very difficult. Micro, especially one a day like that. So let's see where the fib extensions would take us to. And it's arrived at the 1.618 extension. I mean, this increases probabilities that this rally is soon going to be over, this ABC, yeah? So here, 1.618 extension. Above that level, we've got 28,700 and then 29,260. If we go that high, it really increases probabilities that we're dealing with this high B wave. But I keep you updated, especially on Telegram and Discord. So again, if you like to see additional updates, check that out. And then thanks for watching. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.